Hello everyone, today's a very exciting day because I did a haul. I never do hauls, and I don't think it's a haul, they just happen to arrive all at once. In this video I'm just going to talk about one of them, and the one I'm going to talk about is Trussardi My Land. This is something I was very excited about. This is something I smelled and really liked a few years ago, and I smelled it in a perfume shop. And I liked it. I thought it was something very, quite Italian smelling, if that means anything to you. Citrusy, bit of leather, very smooth, very elegant. And I really liked it. But I guess it wasn't its time until now. So we're going to open this up and we're going to smell it and see if my perception of it has changed in any way, see if I remember it correctly. This happens so many times where I open the fragrance, start talking about it, and I'm not filming. It's no joke, people. This happens in real life. I remember I liked the bottle as well. This feels quite interesting as a bottle. It's plastic. It's nothing special, but I really like the sort of faux leather going around. I don't know if it's faux leather. I guess it's supposed. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is real leather or not. But I really like the leather edges. So let's just see how this smells like. Oh, and they have also a marker. They have a marker for where the bottle is full. Because as you can see, this is a new bottle and it doesn't come full to the top. Maybe there's a reason for that. And I'm sure that's why they tell you where, the full, the full bottle is. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is very interesting because a few weeks ago, it's the 18th of January when I'm filming this right now. So a few weeks ago I spoke about Nishane Ege. The opening of this scent is exactly that. It's just that. Because I was readying myself to say that, this fragrance is quite common smelling, and it's true. It's true, and I said the exact same thing about Ege. It is herbal, bitter, citrusy, light and zingy, and very smooth. That still stands. However, I'm going to say this many times. It's not that interesting, it's common smelling. You can find this smell almost everywhere, but I still like it. It reminds me, of course, both of them, Trussardi My Land and Ege, remind me both of Dolce & Gabbana Pour-Homme, which is a beautiful scent. I've spoken about that. I have it, I own it, I love it, I wear it. This feels just like a zingier, more bitter, with a hint of leather. And I should really apply this on the skin, and I have more videos to film today, but I really like to see what this is. The citruses, I wasn't expecting to like the citruses in this fragrance so much, because well we're going to look on the notes, because the notes are not very helpful. There's an orangey, almost mandarin feel to this, which is very juicy, very zesty, very much a comforting scent. And yes, that leather is it's soft and it's barely there. But as I said, this is why I think it reminds me, or at least it's sort of reminiscent of or a good example of an Italian scent. It's so beautiful and so simple. Let's look on the notes. And they cite mandarin, bergamot, orangey, mandarin, sweetness, bit bitter, lavender, violet, cologne. And, it is watery. You can definitely tell there's a hint, a touch of violets in this. It's the same, hate repeating myself, but it's a very good example. It's the same sort of watery violet that you can find in Déclaration by Cartier. Then you've got leather, cashmere wood, which is, I suppose, cashmeran, the molecule, vetiver, and tonka. And tonka here means just coumarin, basically, because it's a very coumarin heavy scent. It's a fougere, most definitely, with watery, dewy violets, which is so beautiful. Does it stand all that apart from Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme? Let's do this comparison. All right, so I've labeled my scent strips so that nothing embarrassing happens. And let's see how Dolce & Gabbana, this is my, my regular new formulation. Spoken about this as well. Let's see how they compare. Let's see how wrong my nose actually is. They're very, very similar, but this comes across as fresher, more minty Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. So interesting. It's mintier and somewhat more... I don't like using words that I don't understand, but this smells ozonic to me. I'm sorry. I don't know how to describe ozonic, but there's something, airy and mineral to it. If it makes sense to me. It might make sense to you as well. This is why I'm using it, but I hate using words I don't fully grasp. But all in all, they're very, very similar. And I think, yes, Trussardi is zingier. The orange is just more zesty. And you can tell there's a hint of leather in this. The violets are very... When you compare them side by side, the violets are not there anymore, strangely. And this is drier. Dolce & Gabbana is drier. Feels a bit darker. But definitely they're so related. I don't know which one is cheaper. I suppose Trussardi was cheaper because I paid for it something like below 40 euros. It was very much, good price, decently priced. And this Dolce & Gabbana, I think it was somewhere around 60 euros. So they're both on the, cheaper side. But definitely they are related, they are kin. And it's funny because My Land came out in 2012, so it's supposed to be, more recent. While Dolce & Gabbana has been around, it's from the 90s, I suppose. It's been around forever. So it's strange how they released this scent knowing full well it will be so similar to something that already exists. But, this is how the fragrance world works. It doesn't truly matter. And they both, kind of stem, both of them kind of derive from The Dreamer by Versace. Which is, So it's in that category of scent. I love it. You decide what to get. I'm not going to tell you about, things like longevity, and because I couldn't possibly test that. Feels like a decent scent. This is pretty much standard. I feel it during the whole day, so I know what I'm wearing, so I suppose this one will be as well. But I don't feel like it doubles. It still smells very, very elegant, but somehow comfortable. All right. So these were my impressions / review on Trussardi My Land with a bit of a comparison to Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. And if you have any other questions, do let me know in the comments. And until next time, remember, fragrance creates memories, and may yours be happy.